Good morning, Bill. I got the yaesu twins off of the shelf back there. Got them all hooked up. I wanted to do a final check just to make sure. I probably put the ad up 6 months ago. You know how these things are. I'm using a landliner here. Let me know if you want that speaker. Anyways, 20 meters loaded up here. Was listening to a few nets. The only issue we ever have with this thing is this is really loose, and it's actually the pins in the socket. You could probably try to prime and tighten them or something, but honestly, once you get it set, it's good. So if you can't transceive, or when you go to transceive and you don't have receive, it's wiggle that. You'll want to put this in TRX and then external, and then this is the master, and this will follow the receiver. I don't know if you've owned these before. If you have, this information it's not going to be important. You'll know how to operate them, but if not, I just wanted to take a video to show. So yeah, tuned up on 20 meters. And over here, there is an LP700 watt meter. And I'm going to pick up the mic and try to keep that in frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So I think I saw 170 watts there. This is a really, really strong transmitter. 20 meter sideband to be kicking out 160, 170. It's actually probably the strongest one. I've had a lot of 101 FT101s, only a few of these. And this is definitely the strongest one. So no problem with output power there at all. I'll just give you an overview. These are close to perfect. You do have some scuffing here. That's the worst of it. Other than that, they're beautiful radios. So let me see if there's anybody.
Southwest,
Okay, we're only hearing one side of that conversation. VFO tune's nice and smooth, no slack.
So I can hear more clearly. But anyway,
beautiful full yaesu audio there.
But anyway, it's good to be here this morning.
I'll give you a tour under the hood here. This is the way that light bulb, that's just a piece of tinfoil around that light bulb for a shield, just so the light directs forward. So you probably find that floating around that just sits there. Let me take this cover off and I'll show you. Regulator's been rebuilt, recapped. I went through the whole radio there. This is the later card. There's a 6.0 AM filter there. So that's actually wider than your typical AM. And then there's a sideband filter here. This has that roofing filter I was telling you about, or at least in the ad. That's the later card back there. So that's a filter that they added for FM, but it happens to be in a circuit all the time over the IF. So very early example of a roofing filter. A lot of these didn't have that later card. I actually found it and rebuilt it, aligned it, put it in because I wanted the to upgrade and have that filter in it. This right here is my own ad. That's a resistor that runs off of the mains power. It's always on if the rig is plugged in, and it heats the VFO compartment. It makes it very stable. You can I use this mainly on 80 meters, sideband. So I could just come in, turn the rig on, and be on there operating. There wasn't any warm up. No tubes in here, so this controls the transmitter for VFO, so it was just always right on. So that's all that's doing is heating the compartment. If you don't want that for whatever reason, just unhook it. 2 screws, you can take it out of there. But so let's see what else. I'm trying to remember. I think this is the 2-meter card. I have to look in the manual for that. I don't remember. It's either 2-meter or 6-meter, and I want to say it's 2-meter. But anyways, that's kind of the view of it under the hood there. So let's see if we can find somebody else for you.
I wasn't impressed by the guys that put it up there because they stuck it on a
Very,
rock
very
roof
strong
instead of telling
receive.
him the roof needed to be replaced. I think I told you that.
I've got a Mosley
and I think,
beam.
it was either Steve or Brian. No,
It's
it was,
faced west from Arizona.
anyway,
These guys
somebody
are
down there had, the
all
solar
East
panels
Coast,
put in,
so
and it interfered with
we're on
his
the back
radio.
side of the beam this
And he
morning.
just kept calling them up.
But anyways, that's the rig, full output, working great. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna. The plan is today, because we're both off today. I'm gonna box this up. So let me know if everything is satisfactory, and I will get. I don't want to box it up until you're sure that you want it and everything. Here's another view. I'm obviously going to include all these cables. That's the biggest problem with these rigs, is the cables are always missing. But this is the interconnect cable for the VFO. Plugs in here. This would be the HF antenna. It's just a short jumper right over to here, and I'll have that in there. This is the antenna out to your station antenna. This is the jumper with the mute line. So the mute line is the red one, comes over here, plugs into mute. And these two RCA cables here, that's for tone and anti-trip for the Vox. Tone, anti-trip. And this one here is the speaker. It's marked SP. Go out to your speaker. So that's how to hook it up. And just in case you have never owned these, sounds like you already know your radios, and you probably won't have a problem. But this might be helpful when you actually get these things. You can see this has got a 1975 date code, and this is a 1976 date code. I did rebuild the fan. It's already rebuilt, lubed, running nice and smooth, putting out a ton of air. Go around one more time here. I really hope you enjoy these, and I hope you put them on the air and use them. This is kind of deteriorating. I'm going to look and see if I have a handle. I have some junk 101, FT101 carcasses in there. Maybe I have a handle. That's the story. Signing off for now. I'll upload this and email it to you, and let me know if you want them, and then I'll get started packing them and ship them off today. Hope you enjoy the video.